Hey, Herbert T. Trying to get my tablet to work with the live here. Not having much luck. Technical difficulties, always something. No, it's not what we want. Why is it not showing up? It's aggravating, guys. Can't I can't get it where I can see your comments on the tablet. don't remember how we got it to work last time either. It's up to you. I can't even get this stupid thing to work. Guys, I'm sorry, I can't. I'm trying to get it where I can read comments, but okay, there we go. Finally got it. All right. Let's see who else in here. Sorry, guys. Turn that down. All right, guys. So, how's everybody doing this morning? Or this afternoon, I guess. Sorry. Work night shift, so it's always morning when I wake up, as opposed to whether it's noon or 6 o'clock in the evening. I think the old lady's gonna come and read comments for me here. Guess she feels sorry for me.
I'm sitting on this side.
Oh, she doesn't want to be on camera, I guess. All right. Well, there you go. So Kyle's been sick this week. He's got some kind of viral thing, so he's crashed on the couch, being a sick little boy, I guess. Are you gonna do it off of your phone?
Yeah.
I've seen a couple people. I've seen Herbert T Outdoors was in there.
Robert D. Uh, Dylan at the bomb said hi.
Hey, how you doing?
Purity RV. I'm currently. Never mind. Herbert asked Do you have your tablet on the YouTube showing of the live stream?
Yeah, that's what I had to do. I had to go back and get it. I had to go into my YouTube a different way. I had YouTube pulled up when I started the live, so I had to close that out and go back into it. But the old lady's out here reading comments now.
Before it's too late, Outdoor Adventure said, I wish my wife felt sorry for me.
So yeah. Oh, let me plug this mic up. See if that helps the sound any.
Adventures with Ken said, evening, y'all.
How you doing, Ken? Yeah, Butch. I guess I've got a pretty good one. I think maybe I might have took her for granted for about 10 or 15 years. Well, more like 24.
April will be 24.
Yeah. Yeah, I think I've taken her for granted. I didn't know how good I had it. If I knowed all I had to do was start camping again and make a YouTube channel, I'd have done that. So it's pretty nice out today. It's 60 something degrees. It's a little chilly right here because I'm kind of in the shade, but so I got a hoodie on. But it's a pretty nice day for first week of. I guess it's still the first week of March.
Um, Solo Creations asked, does size matter? Uncle, I have small. It can work. Please answer.
What?
Yeah, it makes no sense.
Yeah, I'm not sure what they're trying to ask.
Uh,
Can you all hear better since I hooked the microphone up?
Ken said, I'm driving home, so can't chat much, but I'll be listening.
Cool. Well, we'll try to make it an entertaining drop, but I won't make any promises. So, got some stuff planned. Was it Flat Broke Outdoors or before it's too late that was in there? It was before it's too late, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think most everybody that's in the chat has a YouTube channel. Before it's too late has a YouTube channel, and if he didn't live so far away, I'd try to do something with him too. But he's all the way up in Iowa. But he's got a brother that lives here in Arkansas, and me and him are going to try to get together and do something this summer. And of course, me and Kyle are going to do some camping and some hiking. My brother-in-law gave me some ground moose meat here about, oh gosh, it's been quite a while back, and I've had that in the freezer. So I think here in the next week or so, I'm going to try to make some moose sliders out of that, and maybe make some French fries with it. I think that'll make a pretty good video. If not a good video, it'll make a good dinner anyway.
That one person said, sorry, you can't answer my question.
Well, I couldn't understand I didn't understand what the question was. All I heard was something about an uncle. Um, so I want to do some. I want to do like a dispersed backpacking thing, where I just take what's in the pack and go in and make camp and stay for a night. I think that'll be pretty cool. Haven't done that in a long time. I'd like to do that again. Um, so, any of the rest of you guys got plans for this spring and summer? The lady's over there smoking a cigarette, and I'm trying not to use this vape I've got sitting here beside me, but it's yeah. Butch knows what I'm talking about with that nicotine addiction. So we'd had plan. I had plans to be building a shed by now, but that we had a bonus coming from work for being there during COVID, and apparently that's gotten put on hold with all this stuff with the aid thing that Elon Musk is doing and everything. So whenever that comes along, maybe we can get the shed done, and then we'll have us a little spot to do stuff like this. If it's bad weather or whatever, we can get in and out of the weather and make a video or whatever. So that will be nice.
I am confiscating part of the shed for my crafting.
Yeah, she wants to. She does resin stuff, all kinds of resin stuff. Uh, maybe one of these live. Maybe next week when we do a live, I'll show you some of that stuff. It's some of it's kind of neat. I've got a couple little bottles and stuff that she's made me that work pretty good. You know, let them cure real good. They work pretty good. Carrying coffee or sugar or something like that.
Before it's too late, said if things don't start looking up, I'm going to be getting an all expense paid tour of the poorhouse.
Yeah, I hear you. Uh, yeah, I've already had to switch to fake eggs. I don't know if they make fake bacon, but I'm about ready to start looking.
I did block him, Herbert. The one with the weird questions was a troll.
Yeah,
I
that's
blocked
what
him.
I thought too. Yeah, I need to make you an admin, I guess.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Well, we'll have to figure out how to do that after we get done because I don't know. Actually, Herbert probably does. He could probably tell you how to do it if he would. I'd appreciate it. Uh,
Uh, sure, said hello. May Jesus Christ be with you all.
Thank you. Yeah, we've had some really weird weather the last this whole winter. It's been part of it has been super nice, and then we got a bunch of snow, and then it's an early spring, I guess. I don't know. I didn't pay attention to what the groundhog did back in February. I don't know if he saw his shadow or not.
Mm, I don't think you did. I don't put much stock in the groundhog, though.
Yeah, I don't either. Talking about that, I was watching. I was just scrolling through Facebook, and I seen a little interview with Bill Murray, and in that movie Groundhog Day, the groundhog had bit him on the finger, and he went to the trainers, and they're like, "Oh, we caught that thing over here in the woods a couple of weeks ago before we started filming." It's like wow. Thought that was kind of neat. What's everybody have to say?
Oh, I've been reading.
Yes,
Herbert said if you click on the three dots to the right of my comments, there should be an option to make a moderator.
Okay. Not seeing the three dots, but that doesn't mean anything. Yeah, I'm not sure how that's gonna work for us. Yeah, where they were saying uncle, that one person was saying uncle. I was thinking it might have been one of the kids, one of sister's grandkids.
Oh, we didn't know if it was.
Yeah, I don't think so. I don't see her in here. Yeah, I'm not seeing those three dots. Are you? Or you wouldn't see them? No, they might be on that. Yeah. I guess I better hang on to this if you. Yeah, there you
Okay. That weird guy is gone.
go. Okay. You see how I do the moderator thing? Because I don't see it on here, but
Yep.
make yourself a moderator then.
Okay.
Appreciate the technical assistance there, Herbert. Kind of new to this. I need to get that. What is it you guys have been using? StreamYard thing. I didn't realize there was a free version of that until I think it was when 210 was doing his last live. I saw it, so I'll have to check that out. I need to do that. That way I could, because it'd be kind of cool if I, to have like a guest on each week to talk about different subjects, different type of camping and stuff. Because I think that's kind of what 210's planning on doing there. I seen a little clip or something there that he had posted the other day that was pretty neat.
Yeah, Herbert reported the troll um, to the YouTube authorities.
Oh, cool. The YouTube cops. Didn't know there was such a thing, but I guess there is. Makes sense anyway that there would be. I think we got a little bit better setup today. It's not as windy, and I've got the microphone a little bit closer to me, and got the camera set up where it's not so redneck engineered.
Ain't nothing wrong with redneck engineering.
That's true. I'm sure most of these guys probably appreciate redneck engineering. You probably had to do a little bit here and there too.
Herbert said, yes, the free version gives you 20 free hours a month.
Yeah, that would probably be enough because my lives usually aren't that long, a couple of hours at the most. Doing 4 or 5 a week, that would probably work. May have to check that out because there's some folks I'd like to get on and talk with and stuff. Some folks from out in Tennessee and stuff. So I'm originally from India. I was born in Indiana, raised in Tennessee, and then drug kicking and screaming to Arkansas by my old lady. Nah.
You didn't put up too much of a fight.
But honestly, guys, this area that I'm in is so much like the area that I grew up in. Uh, Topography and stuff. I know there's places here that you could take somebody from out there in Tennessee and they wouldn't know they wasn't still in Tennessee. You know, it's very very similar. So I feel at home out here. You know, a lot of my family out there is a lot of the older ones have passed on and stuff. I've still got a brother that's two brothers that are out there, and then I've got two sisters that are in Indiana. So
Herbert said a bit of southern ingenuity.
yeah, yeah, that's true. Been doing that kind of ingenuity all my life. I think too poor to be able to do it the right way, and too dumb to go find something that pays more money. I guess. So yeah, I done forgot what I was going to say. Um,
Ken said, all right, I'm home.
cool. Well, sorry we didn't make the ride more interesting. We're all rich with experience. Yeah, I guess so. Is that where the gray hair comes from? It's just experience growing.
I say it comes from the kids and the old man.
You would. See, guys, y'all thought she was all sweet and nice, but there's that sarcasm, and she's being extremely what's the word I'm looking for? Polite. But I guess it's like that old Chevy sitting out in the driveway. It's cheaper to keep her. Uh, Trying to think what to talk about. I guess I should like do that, like write down some stuff to talk about. Last time we tried talking about Tinder a little bit, and then Kyle decided to go build his fire. Uh, I'd like to do a video on Tinder. Maybe one on man-made Tinders and one on natural Tinders. Uh, that. So maybe we'll do that one of these days. I posted that our video posted this morning. On that little hike that I did there at the power plant, and I was really surprised how many different types of trees they had there, and some of them I wasn't even expecting to see, like that bald cypress. I was not expecting to see that at all.
Uh, Before it's too late said I grew up in Herbert Springs and left to join the Army in 1980. After about 9 years, I moved back to Forest City, Arkansas.
Okay.
Herbert asks what's on the agenda for future videos.
Well, like I said earlier, I'm going to do that moose meat. I'd like to do some hiking videos. There's a place I did a video, a hammock camping video quite a while back. I think it was like October, and I want to go back to that place and do a video, more of a maybe a two three, excuse me, maybe a 3 or 4 day camp out up there, and that same area has some dispersed like hiking type camping areas, so I wouldn't mind doing that too.
Herbert said the wind on the mic is drowning you out a bit.
Yeah, I thought I picked a better spot. Apparently not. I don't know if the wind changed directions on me. Probably. It seems to do that a lot here. Um,
And next weekend, when Matt goes camping, uh, Kyle wants to camp with me in the yard and teach me some stuff that he's learned.
yeah, he decided that he doesn't want to go after all. I think he's kind of skittish of to all the people he doesn't know. Or I'm not sure. He wouldn't really elaborate. I tried to get him to tell me why he didn't want to go all of a sudden, but I don't know. Uh, I'm not sure what's up with him. What that is, dandruff, lint. I know this is boring, guys. I've really got to figure out how to come up with something to talk about. Uh, I watch a lot of these lives. And theirs are way more interesting. I've been watching 210 and Randy and those guys and Herbert, all of you guys' lives. And then there's a fella out of Alabama that I watch a lot, Blackie Thomas. I watch him quite a bit when he does his lives. course, he got a lot more subscribers than any of us. I think he's got 100,000 or so subscribers.
Herbert said he would steal the show.
Yeah.
Talking about Kyle, I think.
Yeah, probably.
Ken said, I was born at Camp Pendleton, California, and moved around my whole life as a military brat. Then I
Yeah.
joined the Marine Corps and did 8 years, landed in eastern North Carolina after I got out of the Marine Corps.
Yeah. North Carolina's pretty. Well, I say that. I've never actually been to North Carolina. Um, I did get awful close uh, when I deployed to Iraq. I didn't deploy with the unit that I drilled with. I deployed with a unit out of Irwin, Tennessee, which is pretty close to the North Carolina border there. I know they got hit pretty bad with some of the storms that come through from Helene here a few months back.
Ken said you're not missing much.
Yeah, I moved around a lot too, and traveled quite a bit when I was in the military. I guess I've been to about 20 or 25 different states and a few foreign countries. Some were way better than others. Ken, what did you do in the Marine Corps? I was well, I started out as a tank driver, gunner, and then when I got out of the active duty, and then 9/11 happened, so I got in the guard, and I wound up being a Bradley mechanic, and then when we deployed, I wound up going back to tanks. Hadn't been on one in about 6 years, so that was fun. Actually, it wasn't that bad. We had about 6 months down at Camp Shelby, Mississippi, and so we got to get to know the other guys on the crew and stuff, and then in the platoon and whatnot, and then got to refamiliarize myself with a lot of the stuff with the in and outs of the tank and everything.
Yeah, I was not happy when he came home and told me that they were transferring him down to Irwin because there's all these guys he didn't know, hadn't been training with, hadn't built a bond with, going to be going to Iraq. I had a few choice words to say about that.
Yeah, I had two guys that I knew that was actually from my unit that was down there, but it worked out pretty good. Made some good friends.
He was a tank turret mechanic on M60, A1, and A3s.
Oh, let's see, A3, is that the Starship?
And he says, and I was military police, but never did actual police work. I deployed to multiple countries, Afghanistan twice. I did a mix of teaching infantry and police work to the locals in those countries.
Yeah, we did a lot of that in Iraq too. Teach them, and you can teach them how to fight, but you can't make them fight. And that was my experience anyway. Um, we appreciate your service, Ken. Uh, I know you don't get that often enough sometimes, but I appreciate you. Did anybody else serve? I didn't think to ask if anybody else served.
Ken said, as do I, or as I do yours, my friend.
I know when myself and 210 and Randy were up there at um, the bushcraft event there a couple of weeks back, run into some guys, Three Brothers Bushcraft, and all those guys served. Wound up just, you know, falling in with those guys. visiting for a couple of hours, just sitting around BSing about stuff we did when we was in the service, old war stories and whatnot.
Herbert said thanks for all y'all for your service.
Appreciate it. Oh, what was, I can't remember the line. Butch, are you still in here? You're the one that gave me the line, but I can't remember it now. Oh, thank you guys for being citizens worth serving. That's it. Told you I was going to steal it, Butch. That's the best response I've ever heard of that, because somebody thanks you for your service or whatever, and you don't know what to say back. I was watching one of Before It's Too Late's videos, and somebody had thanked him. I think it was maybe one of his lives, and somebody had thanked him for his service, and I seen that.
You said, yep.
Yeah, thank you too, brother. I forgot you. I know you were in the service too. Yeah, I don't know. I always just kind of felt kind of obligated. My dad served, several of my uncles and stuff. I'm the only one out of any of my brothers and sisters that served, but I thought it was the thing to do. And then, like I said earlier, when 9/11 happened, it's like, I was still in that window where I still had the 4 year, you have the 8 year obligation, and I'd done 4 years active. So I knew I was going to get called. So I just went up and got in the guard. So at least if I did deploy, I'd know the guys. Well, apparently the National Guard had other ideas, but I did get to know the guys I deployed with, so that was good.
Ken said, all right, y'all, I've got to start cooking dinner and then paint the dresser for the wife. I'll catch y'all later.
All right. Good luck with those chores, buddy. We'll see you next time. How long we been going?
40 minutes.
40 minutes. Well, guys, I don't know how long we're going to go here. Um, Probably won't go as long as we did last time, um, but because I've got some of them chores to do too. But yeah,
Herbert said, kind of the way I am when someone thanks me for technical help. It's an honor to help.
yeah, yeah. I'm definitely gonna check into that StreamYard thing. I've got some folks I'd like to chat with and introduce you guys to. So uh, got some guys that got a lot of rope and rigging experience from out there in Tennessee. Guys I used to be on the rescue squad with and stuff. So maybe we can get that lined out and get that set up one of these days here before too long.
Maybe one day I'll get on the other side of the camera.
Maybe. Well, technically, you've been in a couple of videos.
My hair don't
You were
count.
just in the background. No, there was one of the ones we did down here at the creek was down at Confidence Ridge. You was in it. You were just in the background.
Herbert said, if you need any help, let me know.
I appreciate it, and I will do that. I'm sure I probably will. Uh, yeah, it seems like a pretty good deal, especially if you want to have multiple people. Uh, Honestly, it wouldn't even be a bad idea to use it if it was just me and Kyle. That way, you could have both of us set up in different cameras, on different phones or whatever.
Uh,
I'm assuming it just works off a Wi-Fi connection for that, right, Herbert?
her before it's too late said I watched some YouTube videos on SteamYard yesterday. Some good info
Oh yeah,
on StreamYard.
yeah,
Sorry.
yeah. I'd like to try it out too. Like say 210 and Ozarks Great Adventures. They've been using it. And, Herbert too, I believe. They've all been using it for. I think Herbert's been using it for quite a while. I didn't I didn't subscribe to his channel till I got up there at the bushcraft thing in Missouri, and 210 and Ozarks Great Adventures was telling me about his channel, so I subscribed and stuff.
Woodpecker going at it over there.
Yeah, it's getting noisy between the woodpeckers and the train. I really don't pay any attention to the train because I'm so used to them going by. I know I've had a couple videos, where I just kept right on talking, didn't pay no attention to it.
Before it's too late said I saw theirs. It is cool.
Yeah, usually any kind of service like that, any kind of editing software or anything like that. If you look, they probably have a YouTube channel with some tutorial stuff on there. I know the two editing programs that I've used, they both have some stuff on YouTube.
Herbert said you would need separate accounts on YouTube, one for you and one for Kyle.
Okay, I think he's got a kids account set up, so
Or he can use mine.
yeah, yeah. I'm just thinking it might be easier to do that. That way we're not having to cuddle. He's not a big fan of that anymore. Growing up on me.
Only time he wants to snuggle with mom anymore is when he's sick.
Yeah. And that's not as much as it used to be.
Nope.
But he ain't wanted to today. Uh,
Uh, Before it's too late said I'm dumb as a stump when it comes to editing and tech stuff.
well, I'm right there with you, man. I don't. I'm not no expert neither.
And Herbert said kids account won't allow comments,
Uh,
so you'd have to use mine.
yeah, he can use the old ladies, I guess. We'll figure that out maybe next time or two. I'm gonna try to keep doing these on Sunday afternoons, about between like 4 and 6. So that seems to be a pretty good time because not everybody's. A lot of people have got them scheduled for later in the evening. You know, if I wind up having to work on a Saturday, it works out pretty good. It gives me a couple hours to get up and get something to eat and everything. Because when like I said earlier, I work nights, so my schedule is kind of get home. Time I get home, get a shower and something to eat. It's 4 or 5 in the morning. Sleep till about 10 or 11. Them 8 hour sleeps are very rare anymore. And I could have swore when I was a kid they said you sleep more when you get older, but I don't know. Maybe I've got that mixed up. Wouldn't be the first time I've mixed something up.
Yeah, you're good at doing everything backwards.
Yeah, that's how our whole relationship was, wasn't it?
Yep.
We met in February and got married in April.
April.
So, but I guess we've done all right. We'll be hitting 24 years next month.
Herbert said Randy does a great job editing, especially considering he does it all on his phone.
Yeah, he does do a good job. That's the way I do mine too, is all on my phone. And the only bad part about that is for me is I don't I don't change my camera angle as often as I should. So to kind of change that up, when I'm editing, I'll I'll zoom in or pull out to make the footage a little more, kind of break it up, and it looks really good on your phone. But then if you watch the video on a TV or something, it sometimes it gets a little bit too much, and it gets a little pixely. But I know this next week's video, I think it looks pretty good. Uh, the it's content's not all that great, but the video itself looks pretty good. Um, but it was just a quickie because, like I say, I had one day to put something together. So um, I don't know. YouTube's a strange thing. You make a video and you're thinking, yeah, this is gonna be do really good. The video looks good. It's good content. Everybody. You think to yourself, everybody will want to watch this one. And then you post it, and checking on the comments and stuff. It's like you get, you get maybe 50 views and two comments or something. It's like, and then the one that I know, like my video, that's like my best view video. It's only got like 800 views, but it it's a video that I shot while I was shooting three other videos. It's just me making some pinto beans over the fire, and it's just I wasn't, I was just fixing something to eat while I was out there shooting videos.
Herbert said, I'm still waiting for the weather to get better to get out and make videos.
Yeah,
And before it's too late, says, when you get it figured out, let me know.
yeah, yeah. That whole algorithm thing, man. I don't know about that. I do think it's kind of a pattern thing. You do a video on Wednesday, you do a video on Sunday, and like if you post a short or something on Saturday or something that you normally wouldn't, I think it throws it off. I do know that. I do know that the like your like what so you post a video and it doesn't release that to everybody, that all of your uh,
Subscribers.
subscribers. It'll release it to like 10 or 20% of your subscribers, and then depending on how they react and like and comment and stuff, it'll release it to more. I don't know exactly how many it does at a time, but I know that's the way it works. I've got a friend down in
Boonville.
Boonville that her and her husband have a YouTube channel. They're empty nesters. They do a lot of like videos about cruises and day trips and stuff like that. Uh, so what is that? Adventures with Val and Jim.
I think so.
Yeah,
Before it's too late, said, I didn't know that about the video releases.
yeah. But she's got they have about 14. I think it's 14,000 subscribers.
Herbert said it's 2% algorithm and 98% luck. Just
Yeah,
kidding.
yeah, yeah. But yeah, we're going to try to get together with them and have lunch. We haven't. Well, they've been doing a lot of traveling and stuff, so we haven't gotten together with them in quite a while. We're going to do that, and I'm going to pick their brain a little bit and see if I can figure out some tips and tricks. If I figure out anything, I'll be sure to share it, because I think that's all what we're all trying to do is figure out maybe how to combine, stuff that we like doing, camping, bushcraft stuff, and maybe making a dollar or two while we're doing it. I've seriously considered here in the last few months going back and getting my recertification for Red Cross instructor and doing some classes with some of these bushcraft groups. I've noticed they don't have a lot of people that do the medical stuff, And well, that's kind of important to to know. I mean, I was a first responder with the volunteer fire department for a while, and then I guess I've done that for 5 or 6 years. I was on the rescue squad, done angle rescue and all that kind of stuff. But I've seriously thought about getting back into the instructor side of that.
Before it's too late, said that would be a great idea.
Yeah, I always liked teaching. I with the fire department, I used to do we called it junior firefighters. So you take kids from like 15 to 18 that are interested in doing something in the fire service, and you work with them, start showing them the basics of stuff. Did that for a while.
Herbert said making money while you sleep is the way to go.
Yeah. Reckon that would make you sleep more peaceful if you were making money while you were doing it. Might be able to get back to 8 hours that way. Um, you know, I hate that. Seems like I do that more and more. I'll have something in my head that I want to talk about, and then before I can get it sent to my mouth, it disappears.
It's called old age.
Oh, it's called old age.
Yeah,
You ain't got no room to talk over there, honey. You got just as much gray hair as I do.
not more than you, but I got more hair than you do.
Shut up. Hey, I still got more than my brothers, so I'm good. Of course, I am younger, but we're not going to discuss that part.
Where's some of the places you haven't been yet that you're planning on going?
Uh, well, I definitely want to go down to Devil's Den, do some hiking, and Ozark National Forest. Um, there's some places over in Oklahoma that I'd like to go to. Um, there's a place called Natural Falls I'd like to go to. I wouldn't mind doing some caving stuff, but I'd have to buy some some equipment again because I don't have any of that stuff anymore since I'm not doing the rescue squad stuff.
Okay, let's think of things to go, places to go without having to buy more stuff that we don't have room for.
Well, I'll get the shed done, of course. Yeah. Anybody else have that problem running out of room for your stuff? Yeah, I don't know. There's several waterfalls and creeks and places like that down in the national forest I'd like to go look at. I posted a lot of pictures and stuff on the Facebook page. There's if y'all want to check that out, there's links in all of my videos except for the lives.
Herbert said, doggone disease. Done gone out of my mind before I can remember what it was.
Yeah, I guess it's about the same problem as walking in the room and can't remember what you walked in there for. I do that quite often too. Uh, yeah, there's and then there's some places up in Missouri I'd like to go see. Uh, I really want to get up there in parts of the Mark Twain National Forest and check that out. There's some places. Oh, I can't remember the name of the place. It's in between me and Branson that I want to go check out. Uh, if we ever get back out to Tennessee, there's some places I'd like to show you. There's a place that I went to a lot called Scott's Gulf, uh, and I'd love to take y'all out there. I've got some family history there. Part of my family is who that's named after. It's a really cool spot. I grew up about 3 miles as crow flies from it. Uh, so camped out there, yeah, a bit, not all the time, but a bit. Uh, I love to get back out there, and then there's a lot of waterfalls and caves and stuff out there too.
If I can convince him, might take y'all on some of the hiking trails up at the Pea Ridge Civil War battlefield.
Yeah. Well, we actually went up there, and I was going to do a Veterans Day video, and we went up there and shot a bunch of video, and basically just took the driving tour and got out and kind of scanned over the areas and stuff. I went, and I got started editing that thing, and at that time I was using a editing software called VN, and I got to editing that thing, and I don't know if the phone got it but the app crashed, and I couldn't recover my footage, so I wound up not doing that. But I would like to take y'all up there. We have the Pea Ridge battlefield, and then we have what's the other one out?
Prairie Grove.
Prairie Grove battlefield.
Herbert said I have a SUV. Seems like there's never enough room because I bring extra stuff to make bushcraft things.
Yeah, yeah. I haven't done much bushcraft. I've tinkered around with stuff, and I don't know. To me, that's. I mean, I know bushcraft's traditionally, making stuff off the land, uh, but I kind of look at it, if I take something that's, you know, and make it better for me to use, to me that's kind of bushcraft too. I've made a couple of like little. I made a little twig stove, uh, little stuff like that. Take one thing and modify it to make it do something else. You know.
Herbert said, just remember to keep the camera as level to the horizon as you can with minimal pointed at the ground.
Yeah, I know that last video, the first half of it was like that, and I think I was like halfway using the camera to see where the heck I was going instead of having the camera up higher and but yeah, I noticed that in that video too. I almost deleted that whole first section, but I was like, I wanted to show some of the trees too because I thought that was pretty neat that they had the trees in there. Drink here. Yeah, it's fun learning some of this stuff, and I used to watch a lot of the bigger channels, and there's a couple that I still do watch, but it seems like here lately I found myself watching the smaller channels, and I don't know. I guess I can relate more because I can see them, doing stuff and getting better and everything, and watching them grow. And I think maybe I just relate better to it.
Herbert said it was sad to see the one tree was just a stump.
Yeah, yeah. And there were several of those trees that just that don't look very healthy. Um, I know that. Excuse me. The that river birch. I'll be surprised if that thing makes it a couple more years, And then that's sad because you don't see them very often. Uh, I wound up, uh, moving that limb that had fell out, moving it off to the side and stuff, and went ahead and got me some of the bark because, I mean, the limb's dead anyway.
what aggravates me is when you go out to these places and there's been people through there and they don't, they were never taught you pack it in, you pack it out.
Oh, that annoys the crap out of me. I there's a there's a pretty good sized lake here. I don't know how big it is. It's probably 4 or 5 acres, I'm sure. But the other end of that lake, it's a little gorge kind of that's cut out, and it's right there off the highway. It's just down the road from the house, and yeah, I did a video on Compton's Ridge, and it's a neat little area and everything, but there's all the time trash down there. We tried setting up with the city and doing some cleanup down there, and we done some, and then went down there a week or two later, and it was somebody dumped like basically a whole deer carcass down there. It's like, man.
And then you get young people go out there to hide, to party.
Well, guys, I think since the winds decided to start blowing, we're just going to cut this one a little short tonight, or this evening. So I appreciate you guys watching, and appreciate everybody subscribing and everything, and commenting, trying to keep it kind of lively. So, guys, I guess I'll see y'all next week. Appreciate y'all watching.